Good evening, everyone. This is Kathy from Kathy Talks 246. Today's featured guest is Reco Moore. This is our third episode in the current series on the crazy things we did for love. Everyone knows Reco. Reco is he has a large personality. He's a very lovely, bubbly person, and I'm certain there'll be lots of laughs today. I just love his spirit. So bear in mind, Reco is for the LGBTQ community. We will not be accepting any lewd or disrespectful comments. You will be blocked immediately.
Kathy, don't worry, girl. Kathy, don't worry, girl.
Okay?
Let them come. Let them come, because those are the ones that is encourage you to the next level all the time. So if they disrespect me, what to do?
Here goes Reco. No, but we're not tolerating disrespect here. If you go to our about page on www.kathytalks246, it clearly states that it is a non-judgmental forum for all. When it says all, ALL in bold on the line, bear that in mind, for all to share their life experiences. Non-judgmental. If you don't know the definition of that, Google it quickly, please. And we shall go live right now with Reco Moore, larger than life personality. Yes, Reco, tell us a bit about yourself and the experience that you'll be sharing about today.
Okay, so you want me to give them want me to talk about myself a little bit? Who do not know me, sometimes wrong, but they got Bajans over here on this 166 square miles. Some may know me, and they still feel happy. Because very spontaneous. Reco works in the media. You all know the Nation Publishing Company Limited. I came under my father, Charles Grant, and my sister, Sandy Pitt. So it's the Pitt Edition family. Come into the photography business and the journalism arena.
Yeah.
I the last one that came in this whole thing. So I only got serious about it the second year I got into the arena, and I realized that this is a legacy that my father has passed on to so many media people in Barbados and gone internationally. Yeah. So for Reco ain't normal. When you don't know that, Reco ain't normal.
What is normal?
Reco live in the real estate. Reco don't live in Discovery Lane, so don't worry about that. Reco is very optimistic and very, very loud, very flamboyant, and
loving.
Always has potential to go to another level. I always strive to do incredible things and do risky things, and I go through danger to experience to understand Reco Moore. So it's a long thing about me, but let's make it short and sweet. Like this India tea that I had is
you are Reco.
Reco ain't normal.
So Reco, just tell us about something crazy that you would have done for love.
Oh God, you really hit me for 6 with this here, Kathy. Kathy, Sarah on you, girl.
I know that. I'm your sister.
You know what? I can drop the bomb. I can keep it real.
Keep it real. This is what this is all about.
You don't know, girl. You don't know. I can keep it real with y'all followers. So followers, if you want to plan to do any crap, I let them know up front. Yes. I can't say I was in a relationship, but it felt like one. And me and this partner, this is like years ago. This is years. And me and this partner had a communication, but it was a weird communication. And we just started. Who remember the MSN Hotmails? You remember back in those days?
Yeah.
Right. That kind of chat. And we the chatting, and then we finally get to meet at out to the blue. When I met this partner, I was like, woo! All clear. Hey, Dan, I ain't gonna worry. I will do anything. And believe in me, I went over the moon with this partner. I did a lot of things. I skipped work. I pretend that I didn't feel well just to go visit this partner. And I I abandoned friends a little bit, and I started telling lies more and more. But I'm going to this place just to get to see this person because this person was kind of packaged. This partner was perfect, everything. Gone clear. Whoop! I felt so good. But the risky thing I do to be in a relationship, I skip work multiple times.
Yeah.
Just to be with that person. That's one of the risky things I did. And but the partner A, he was risking to, you know, the same thing, skip work, just that we could bond together.
Okay.
That risky for my risk is skipping work just to help with him. That's all.
Okay.
And I major.
No, nothing major. So you're telling me that's the only crazy thing you ever did for love? Huh?
Oh Lord, man, you know what? I can spill tea. Oh Lord, I was just like you warm.
You don't call any names. Don't call the names.
No, in the name, nothing. In the name. Yeah. Okay. What's another crazy thing I did?
Out of character, something that you would have done totally out of your character, that if with the knowledge that you have right now, that you definitely will not go back and do ever again. And you know, when we have overcome these situations, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are in that same place and you are that same person, that you have grown. Yeah, it's just a matter of talking about it, because I believe somebody right now may be at in a similar situation, and they may be encouraged by how you were able to get away from that. You know, there's always one that get under your skin and make you act out of character, and looking back, you just wonder, I was on drugs. What is wrong with me? So
something similar to that. You know, there's a #1 hit movie. It's a book. It's a book before it became a movie. You know, 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
Something similar. That's how I could go with it. So back then, it was similar to 50 Shades of Grey, and I went the extra mile. Like I actually did some dramatic stuff, like the right room. Keep it point out here. That's how I thought I went with it, and I was out of my comfort zone because I don't normally go that extra mile to do something like that. I do not mind the basic. But that particular one, I went to the right. It was the right room behavior. Oh, that my Subaru. That my car. I just let somebody took along. If you hear the noise, I was being whipped. Yeah. I was. You know that sex thing is get whipped and stuff. But you whip like a wet extra mile. I was being whipped.
So it marked you or something?
It give me less. Give me little bruises, but it ain't painful. It was painful, but it was not tainted.
I understand. Sure. I understand.
I was there choked.
Oh dear. Who doesn't do that? We're all adults here today. This is an adult forum. We just are not using profanity, but we are all adults here.
I was there choked. Yes. Whip and choked. Oh God! I thought you put this in like, woo! We should be on the phone talking. Yeah. It was basically whip and choke. And
but you were there.
That was out of my comfort zone, and I would never go back doing that again.
Why wouldn't you go back doing that again? Yeah. Because it was out of your comfort.
That's not me. That's not you. That's not me, because I so accustomed. What it's like if you watch it too much porn.
Yeah.
You watch it too much porn, and you feel it look hot. Yeah. But for me, it was not hot. It was not hot for me because it was out of my comfort zone, and it was mislead. It went over beyond.
Okay.
And the partner, he alone was enjoying that moment, but I was not. Yeah, but I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to stop the emotion for him, because that was his way, you know.
Yeah. When you love a person, or when you're into a person, sometimes you compromise to make the person happy, and it's not necessarily something that you into, you know, but sometimes when you don't set boundaries, these things can really get out of hand. Yeah.
Right,
So
and that's
how
what
did
happened.
he?
It
Yeah.
went out. It went out of hand, and I was very uncomfortable. But I didn't want to say it, so I had to do something. I had to behave very behave a different character to break that kind of behavior to let him know then that this is it needs to stop
Yes,
because
it's one of your comfort
he preferred
zones.
more than me. He
Yeah.
preferred more than me.
I
So,
understand. We all have our preferences. It's a
mhm,
non-judgmental forum, like I said before, and I repeat again because some people
mhm.
don't understand. And it may seem rather strange to you, but you know, in speaking to people, some of these things may seem strange because lots of people don't speak about them. So it's not
Correct.
that they're that unusual. It may be strange to you. Yes?
Right. Right.
Yeah, but
So
the
that's kind of risky for me.
yeah. So how did the person, how did you man, so you said you didn't have a conversation. You actually acted out of character that
I
the
actually flipped
person,
out. I actually
oh,
flipped out.
oh,
I behave. I well out. I break out of character.
hmm,
I was very characteristic. I behaved totally different. I was not me.
yeah, I
So
understand.
I was out of the loop with
I
myself,
understand.
and the discussion it didn't went well. It was like hand to hand and choking and fighting.
Yeah.
Even though
So that may have been foreplay for the
people call
person
that
then, whereas
it
you
was
were
abusive,
serious.
but
I
I was
think,
serious. But I don't know how people can manage to be in an argument and be choking and still fall
mhm.
in love after what they've been through. I can't get that. Do I will move on.
We're
But
all
for the
wired
time you,
differently, yeah? But
yeah, for
some
the time
people
you
that
choke
that would
me,
be considered foreplay, yeah?
right? By the time you choke me and you start saying things
Hmm.
unusual,
You mean
I'm
disrespectful
moving on.
stuff,
Yeah,
or
and, yeah,
what you mean
it
things
was
unusual?
disrespectful. Right, he was more disrespectful that I expected. But this is years, though.
I
This
no,
is
but we
years, though.
understand. Listen, we all
Right.
got stories.
No, trust me, followers here will feel that. They say fresh. I tell you,
But that
followers will
thanks
see
for
that they say
making that
fresh.
clear. Thank you very
Right.
much.
It is
Yeah,
not fresh, y'all. This is the
it's still,
archives.
it real still.
Correct. Burn,
Yeah,
get your way, and whatever.
yes. Got the
So,
t-shirt and burn it, Troy. We don't want no more.
so that relationship teach me a lot. And that's what
Yeah.
I get real funny with. That's what I real funny with partners nowadays.
It
I
taught
don't.
you like to
I to be
set the
honest,
standard up front, set the precedence exactly, and communication. Yes, it has.
I real
Yes.
funny now. I real funny now. I don't really. I can be honest with you. I don't have a partner or anything. I was
Mm-hmm.
before a partner for years. Like this is up to years I was before a partner, and I feel very good.
Mm-hmm.
And it that first experience, the Autumn 50 Shades of Grey movement taught me a lot. And that's what changed me drastically not to fall in love with people again and this and that. You gotta be very careful nowadays now. So I don't know how people could be in a relationship and I enjoy the abusive moments like Tina
Yeah.
Turner and Turner. I
Yeah.
can't get enough.
Yeah.
That
Well,
cool.
I think it boils down to self-esteem and not recognizing your self-worth. Actually, know that we are on this before the series is completed. We run into the end of February, and I'm going to share some very detailed personal experiences on how I operated and the things that I tolerated in relationships for the sake of not being alone. And when I really took stock of my life, I realized that I was the person making all the compromises and all of the sacrifices. This person was
Right.
just was just fluff like cotton candy can't fill your belly, just fluff, fluff,
Correct.
look pretty
That person was
and
very
got sweet
pampered.
talk. Pardon?
But you just pampered that person. You just pampering
Exactly.
that person. So
And a lot of
that person was
relationships like that, yes, they're very
correct.
one-sided. It should be mutually beneficial. And you know, some people, we are all adults. If a person agrees to have a dom and a sub relationship, if you want to be submissive and the other person want to be the dom, well, fine with you, but not working with me. You know, it's not working with me. So that's why communication, it goes beyond the physical being attracted, because what attracts you is not enough to sustain the relationship. Thank you very much for sharing that, Rico. Yes. So I
But
trust.
I don't know how people, I don't know why people tolerate that kind of relationship as well as Kathy. But I mean, for a woman like you, I remember when we met, I remember seeing you, I said this woman's an ambitious Wonder Woman. I don't know what she been through, but she got a Wonder Woman spirit.
Oh, yes,
and
I do. A
you
warrior spirit,
delivering
like
that spirit
Xena
to
the
me.
warrior.
Correct. You're a Wonder Woman. And I'm
Yes.
glad that you have improved. And I'm glad that you know how to manage yourself first before you manage your partner.
Yes.
And that's what I said before on my live stream. We always pushing that person. But
Yeah.
we don't push ourselves.
Yes.
And then
Yes. Push yourself.
you get weak. You get
Yes.
weak. And then you get so frustrated. You'll be arguing with your family, your friends, and everything, but you do not want to sit there with your partner. I do not have a one-on-one. Right now, in this time, there's no one-on-one conversation. I tell you,
Yes.
it's not fight and big rock and get done. And then post up, we done, we move on, and you're posting up a quote.
I love it. How you said it, right? The delivery, but you are on point. You are totally on point, and it reminds me of some of the things that I compromised in order to get this relationship. I could not even have a conversation with the person. I couldn't have a conversation with this person about my feelings and things that I wasn't pleased about because they saw everything as an opportunity to fight. Like, I want to pick a noise. And when you're in a relationship and the person thinks that, you know, every time you speak about something, you're probably, you know, you have a very calm tone and you just say, can we have a conversation? If there's no communication, what do you have? A relationship is based more on not only on sex. Sex is a plus, right?
That one is a relationship that relationship is not like before, and I find it that it is a one-sided relationship. And right now, there's no communication. As you said before, there's no communication.
Why do you think that is?
Right now, people turn of the old school tradition. They don't believe in the autumn remedy relationship anymore because that style is out of place. It is not trending. It is not showing the example like before. So right now, this new trend is social media. So you black your relationship on social media.
We just got to look pretty for the likes. Yeah, it's all about the likes.
Right. As I said before, people more focusing on ratings on their relationship.
Yes.
Really focusing on having a proper relationship and have boundaries for a partner. Because I find that partners of today do not believe in boundaries. They just believe in one side they show, get into action, and that is it. And when it's time to have conversations like adults, they do not put that forward. They go straight to big rocks. Talk about your mother, talk about your father,
very disrespectful.
They put a disrespect conversation first before they actually put a positive conversation. And even though they have a little crack in their relationship, they will not fix it. They will that will expand to a base space that you can see what is going on with their relationship. And it's sad. It's sad.
I have been in a relationship like that, and that was like a few years ago, less than 5 years ago. And it came to a point, I'm a very bold, brave person. I've survived many storms, and it came to a point where this person diminished my personality. I was like, had to be walking on eggshells around this person. And I took stock of my life. I cared for the person, but I took stock of my life. I said, but no, I don't even recognize who I am any longer. I mean, like, no relationship should be like that. That you aren't too sure if you could approach the person. Should be like your best friend that you can speak to about anything. You understand? And this person will get in a rage and be the most disrespectful person ever. And you know, when you come to a point of recognizing your worth, recall this person even had a clone on my phone, and to me, that's the height of disrespect. And I still stayed with the person after all of that, because I tell myself, when I encounter challenges in relationships, not that I thought that was acceptable. I was thinking that you know, rather than move on when a relationship ain't going how I want, you know, let me stay and work on this. You're getting older, you need some stability. Yes, that is true, but at the end of the day, it is better to be alone than to be with a toxic person, a narcissist, a person that is always right, a person you can't speak to. So I agree with you wholeheartedly. But you know, society puts a lot of pressure on us. I don't know if you get that pressure also, but I find that
Pressure,
when
my
women,
girl. Pressure
huh?
for a sale. Only pressure is get is a sale. If they got clothes selling, I think that the best pressure I ever get is a sale. Clothes selling, buys anything. Hey, best pressure ever. But relationship pressure,
Uh-huh.
that ain't about Ali.
That in the back seat. We're
That ain't
dealing with
about
that no
people.
more. But I ain't dealing with it no more. Not that a person is perfect, not that I'm looking for perfection or anything, but at the same time, you know, you must be able, like you said, communicate, communicate,
That's
communicate, and
not,
if
that's not happening
communication
anymore,
isn't
girl.
there,
Kathy, that
you
ain't happening
don't
anymore, girl.
have
That
anything.
that communicating thing. I was saying before in terms of the toxic relationship.
Yes,
Kathy, what got me so pissed off, right? You and this person met eye to eye
yeah.
first time.
Mm-hmm.
That and you felt you see a spark in that person's eye.
Yeah.
You tell yourself then that we can have a long relationship, we can have a lovely chemistry, learning each other, and learning how to deal with boundaries.
Yeah.
That means that you just go on a lovely dress or a lovely suit and putting on a front. You just doing that. You just doing it for style to make me feel that you're eligible to deal with things in life. But you just a waste time person. You just a waste.
Yeah.
And then when you realize that the relationship you're ready to blossom, I get to understand what the type of person this person is. You just get frightened. You get
Yes.
annoyed, and then you don't want people to discover you don't as a partner. You should discover each other's
Yes.
boundaries and relationship, because relationship doesn't mean having sex in the bed, kissing,
Exactly.
and posting up on social media.
Exactly.
Relationship means reality. That's what
Yes.
people don't understand what relationship stands for.
Yes.
Relationship stands for reality, reality
Mm-hmm.
goals.
Mm-hmm.
And for the ones that been through these struggles should show an example how to live it. But I
Yeah.
find it now, the ones that live through these struggles behaving like the ones of today.
Yeah.
And if it is okay there to live like that. I don't know
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
relationship is not normal. It is like an examination of is it like an exam
Mm-hmm.
to know your partner, and the partner gonna know you.
Yes.
And today, I don't know. You don't know the person name properly. You don't know their favorite color. You don't know. Those basics. I find it that relationships not like that before. I mean, people book the gram, they book the
Yeah.
platform, book social
Yeah.
media and ratings. That's all. That's the interest right now. People are focusing about social media and posting out what their relationship look like in the picture.
It's
But
about
behind that
matching
picture,
outfits and looking pretty
but
for the gram. Yeah.
exactly. Behind that picture is bare dirt. They
Yes.
have cleaning to do and try to fix their goals of relationship. And right now,
Yeah.
and then a man got two women, a woman got a man,
Only
and then
two. Only two.
but you no, listen to me. What's got me? Kathy, you don't know I back up one of the women, girl
Yes.
power. What's got me vexed with the women, right? If
Keep it
your
real.
man, if your man
Mm-hmm.
go with another woman,
Uh-huh.
my girl, you're not supposed to attack the woman. You're supposed to attack the man.
Deal with the man.
Ask,
Exactly.
ask the man why.
Say again. Say again for
What,
the ones in the back. Say again for the ones in the back, please.
okay, let me go again. Let me go again.
Please.
Ladies,
Mm-hmm.
anytime your man step away from you to have with another woman, do not attack the woman.
Amen.
Attack the man. Ask
Exactly.
him real talk questions.
No boy
What
last
happened to
for the
me?
man until he up and make he do nothing.
But no,
Deal with the
ask him
man.
questions. Every relationship good? Is my vagina good? Or me use the major word. My pussy good then? If it ain't good, let me know. Let me move on. the kind of things. Don't play you polishing up, and then you're going to work vets, and then you put your anger
on everybody. You're bleeding on people that didn't cut you.
And then not only that, but I got girlfriends up there, so that's supposed to be one of the girls. Before I'm gonna get mentorship from one of the girls, that's why I don't believe in counseling, Kathy. I don't believe in counseling at all.
Well, it all depends.
Counseling is a waste of information to that person that can tell you something that you already know.
From a friend? From a friend?
General.
So like, what about a clinical psychologist?
You know, Kathy, you know yourself. Kathy, you know how you get into the relationship. You know what the struggles is about. What you need somebody to come and tell you how to deal with the relationship.
Well, Kathy, at this stage, I know. At this stage, Kathy, I know.
You the only one that get in bed with your partner. You the one opening your vagina. We call it Nature Valley. Ladies, your vagina is in Nature Valley. You opening your Nature Valley to the man tree. He is so experiencing your forest. Not no counselor, no friends, nothing. So you is too getting the experience in history.
Yes.
And if you realize that you and he ain't getting along, and you see the little crack, once you see that little crack, deal with it as fast as you can, girls. I be honest. I'm just wait till it open bed to see another woman. But it's gonna beat the woman. And you know what? Get me back with girls. Girls is supposed to the other woman. Oh, she's a whore. She's this and that. And all kind of thing. Who ain't a whore? Everybody's a whore.
But the funny thing is, sometimes when there are two women at one another, the man out there with another woman.
Exactly.
Or even a guy.
And then move on. You embarrass yourself. Tell yourself that you think you're the only one. But you might they hitting 5 or 6 and 10.
Exactly.
My girls,
there's too much energy.
Here.
That's too much energy to put into a person. Put that energy into yourself. But the funny thing, recall why some of the girlfriends can't give advice is because some of the same girlfriends in the same situation and the toxic. They don't have any emotional intelligence. But you see me, I don't keep a lot of girlfriends. You know why I don't keep a lot of girlfriends? Because I keep it real and I keep it straight. And I have reached a point right now when people come to me for advice, I no longer give them advice from a heart from a friend that wish to see them do well in the relationship. You know what I do? I answer a question. 2 questions. Do you want the truth? Do you want me to pacify you? Just let me know. Because I find that I have offended women in stating the truth. As you have stated, don't be attacking the other woman. Don't be blaming the other woman. The woman in lasso the man and tie he up and make he do nothing. Some of these men actively pursue these women. And even if the woman came after him, why can't he say that he's in a relationship? So stop making yourself look like an idiot. Stop making yourself look like a fool. And sometimes if you are the person that end up doing the ring on me, that use the person that he loved most, use the one that he could trick easily, so he could tell you don't at home and go on and do what he feel like doing, because to you a ring is more important than anything else. Yeah, and we gotta think beyond that. You understand? So like you said, I reserve my my comments to a lot of relationships, because when 4 feet get in a bed, I any day they gonna say Kathy say. And you know another thing, I don't have anyone. I am single by choice, just like you. For the time being, I ain't gonna be so all the time, but at the same time, it does not mean I can just go and put myself with somebody for the sake of putting myself with a person, because I've been through so much already, thanks to the grace of God, that I don't look like anything that I have been through. I am very thankful, and as I share my experiences going for you, what you are in mental though, but
I think women like that kind of relationship, that relationship carried down to the grave. I don't know why women like that kind of relationship, and they think that's what's happening. It's happening, and women is stand in that kind of relationship for years, and they draw you see them
shine away,
and you lost your shine.
Yes,
you lost your respect.
Exactly.
You become disrespectful, and then you change your lifestyle to something totally different.
Yes, exactly.
You know yourself. Exactly. You know how to get alterate.
Yeah.
A man should not be holding a woman, or else if they put on the ring, If there's no ring involved, if there's no ring or no
Men.
children, pack your valise and go along. What's so
Exactly.
hard?
Exactly.
What's so hard to pack your valise and leave?
Well,
You might be kicking out the that good.
but that's
You
why
know,
I'm about to tell you. No, I was not going to put it in that terminology. But,
but if you
but thank you.
you might be kicking out the
Anyway,
that
thank you. The understand when you put it that way. But let me tell you something. I always have this discussion with my brother, and my brother said, well, you don't make nobody to put it on you that start away, because when they come, you're going to get them the title, these and everything. I said, I said, boy, it's not their ignorance. Oh, fight for true, fight for true, fight for true. That's what my brother said. My brother said me some madness. I said, boy, my mother get hit from for true. I mean, like, what's our sex? These women that's be getting that then this gift. This is real. I know about this, that they give the men the whole paycheck when they get the check or the ATM card when they're working. What's our sex them getting? Tell me what's our sex them getting?
I think these sex. I don't know if the sex is bomb. I don't know. But
don't go be 10 bombs.
But you know the what I meant out there that's kind of package. I don't deliver. So I don't know. I don't know. But women like these kind of relationships that right now.
Not this woman here. Not this woman here at all.
But no, I find it now that men know the women going after men with a package.
Yeah.
But they don't deliver. They're not like Amazon. Amazon is only give you a package. But these men ain't like Amazon. These men like FedEx or Sunshine or UPS, Sunshine.
It's different than nothing.
I mean, relationships right now for men. I don't know. I don't know what's the reason why women like these kind of toxic relationships. And they like to be in fights. Yeah, you will be in 1 or 2 fights, clean ones.
Or verbal ones.
What you want to do? The ones that look like Tina Turner, Turner. What was the fascinating of that kind of relationship? You feel that's development? That's not development. It is a cycle. You can keep repeating it. And then you made that mistake before. Then 3 months later, it can come back again. From that time you made that first mistake, you should be able to tell yourself, look, I ain't fucking around this here again, boy. You know what? Let me do it from another road. We try different angles and see what I can get out to you as a partner. If you can't give me back partnership, let me tell you something. Don't waste my time. Back when the police tag along. They got more dickies out there. They got more pussies out there. We put that shit out there.
But know that you have put it that way. Actually, I am aware of a situation where the person was in a very toxic relationship, and I reckon after listening to their complaints for years, and I was doing this because I thought I was being a friend, but I was being a friend to them, but I was not being a friend to myself, because when people put their burdens on you, they suck your energy, you understand? And people, we time is something that we are not getting back. We ain't getting back time. You understand me? So to invest time listening to people and these problems repeatedly for years, like they just want to talk because they ain't doing nothing about the situation. So
exactly. They do not want to leave. They do not want to leave. They just want to air them out with someone else and see if they will have, if this person have the same relationship as them, have the same situation. But it does not work that way. But you have to be very, you gotta be careful too who you give you information to, you know. Especially your girlfriends or especially the men too. But I mean, to be honest, mostly the girls, mostly like 68 or 78% of women, when you give information to another woman with your toxic relationship, trust me, women are going to sit down and listen. They can make you feel that they're there. Mark my words, they're ready to grab your mind. Because
they know that I am aware of a situation also with young 2 relatives, 2 cousins. One will complain to the next one because two female cousins. He this, he that. Yes, man, he ain't a good lefty. He this, he that. You know, deserve that treatment. Even help the woman pack up the things to leave there. In night time, the woman forgot something. They went back in night time. Guess who? They're riding the man like a jockey on a horse going around the garrison. Same cousin.
Same cousin. You say cousin.
Keep someone a business to wanna sell. You need to do that. Keep someone a business to wanna sell. And if the sex is good, sometimes Zip it. Zip it.
But I think
Your friends don't need to know that.
But it's true, but women, but you know what the girls can't help. They're saying the bomb. Mother can pose up. Mother can pose up. My baby and this and that. I'm gonna talk about love and this and that and all that yada yada yada. But you know, you know what? It's a fantasy relationship. You put it that way. People living in a fantasy relationship. They're not living in reality. People gotta understand that reality is the number one thing you need to put in your books, and especially when it comes to boundaries in your relationship, that is your number one.
Exactly.
People believe in fantasy than reality because they once you get in a relationship, you're supposed to be pampered. Whoever give up the most, it's supposed to be a one-sided, as you said before. It's supposed to be one-sided. It's supposed to be 50-50 relationship.
Yep.
But what's happening, what the part, but majority of the women like to spoil a man.
But why? But why?
It is a tradition. It is a tradition. It is something that, and you know what trend they know? Women that can't cook, learning how to cook here. That's what keeping a man in the house now too. Yes! Yes! Listen to me.
No, I don't have a problem with that. I can cook.
But they got some girls up there so that can't even cook. And right now they know that they stay trending. Once you can cook and the food look pretty,
yeah,
it tastes good, that will join in the man. The man looking for women. I want you to know that in this generation, the young boys and the men looking for women that could cook, got a piece of money, and independent here.
So that's when young boys be humbugging me. I see.
Once you're independent, and once you can flourish these things to these men and to these young boys, I tell you, they can get paralyzed. And then they go feel that this is a way for them to get into your avenue and lock you in.
I see, lock you. The walk for you with the sex.
Once you're a 007 agent, and you can see what they're doing before they come to you, you go on clear. But a lot of women is go through a lot of toxic relationship because they feel that once they can produce these things, they're good.
Yeah.
But but as a hard-working woman, and you know that you've been through so much, and you know you get back into a relationship, keep on there you go. Safety just say pretend that they know what's going on, and that's what's happening in relationship too. They pretend that they are good in relationship. They like the Kardashians, like Kim and Kanye, that they pretend that they're living good.
Oh yes,
madness. They live it so daily.
Yes.
It's sad. It is sad.
They're just dressing up and going to all these functions, looking so attractive, etc. And it's total chaos. Yeah, it's toxic. I mean, like, I don't even want to speak on that. It's madness. So it's unfortunate that many of us look to emulate those celebrities and don't look at the mice.
They look up to those celebrities. Yes, they do. Yeah. They look up to those celebrities to get tips how to live.
You remember the old people would say, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
The old people would say, oh, that glitters ain't gold. A lot of those older people didn't have much education, but I had a lot of sayings that the more I live, the more I recognize that they are absolutely correct. All that glitters ain't gold here.
But I think they need to learn more into relationships more. They need to, there should be a school for relationships. Oh, yeah. Especially, there should be.
Yes,
it can happen. There should be having a relationship school here, a university or something. Because I find that whatever comes trendy, they follow. And if it looks good. It don't look good for everybody.
Exactly.
And then these one-night stand relationships, no. Oh my God. Yo, that blazing. Those numbers are kicking for one-night stand relationship.
Not trending.
And then when you get in bed with the person, you making love, or you saying love you, or you saying this and saying that, the next morning, who the hell is you? That kind of thing. Yes, that's what's happening.
No, it's true. It's true.
A lot of people going to bed. A lot of people going to bed and say, I love you. but there's no commitment to love you anymore. That word love sells in a clothing store. People buy love in a clothing store. Love is not compassionate. It is not magical anymore. It's not magical relationship. It's not magical love. People are buying love from a store. And that's what's happening. So when they put that on, they're going to bed with you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And you feel good. You got a little promotion. Hey, the word I love you. But the next day you're back downstairs. You're back downstairs. Oh, I don't understand. What people is be fascinated with these little bite words and little sex talk and
but you know the funny thing, man, to bring it to me, you know, people often tell me, oh, you think you's all this, you think you's that. We could have been there, done that, burned the shirt, I don't want it anymore. This stuff pretty tall. You see something called love bombing, and we're going to go into that going on the road. I've been a victim of that. This person will bomb you with love to rope you in. And when you get in, you actually got a demon. You see, these people come in with all this charm and charisma. That devil itself. Run hard. Take off your shoes, kick them off, and run hard. When you see people like that, no. I can remember one time I was dating a person and they're opening doors to me and stuff. I got annoyed. I said, listen to me. If I've been with you for 10 years and you're planning to do this for all the 10 years, don't start with this here, so no. Because you see this little fakeness that people's become. But when don't come with that, and I find that we live in a society that like a lot of fakeness and a lot of fluff. We don't, but I can't understand it.
Fear people is that number one right now. People ain't accepting realism.
Trending at number one. Trending.
Fear people is that number one. Discovery Lane right now. That was called Fake People Discovery Lane. Discovery Lane having, I mean, their reputation is very high. I mean, we accepting the fakeness than reality, because I do not understand why it is so fascinating that we like fake people. What do fake people do to me? I mean, accepting.
I think it takes away from having to deal with reality, because when you have to deal with reality, you gotta use this brain. You know, God saying, hey, call a brain. I think it may be obsolete these days. You gotta think. You gotta think. And even when you hear things about people, it's easier for you to believe something negative about a person rather than get to know the person yourself. You understand? Because you see, you gotta think, you gotta analyze, and sometimes you may be hearing from the problem. Even in relationships, you may go a person that's running and tell the friend, that person might be the problem. You know, always remember a story got more than one side. Always.
Exactly. North, south, west, east. That's about all the problems is, but the triangle, like a diamond, sorry. But it's the truth, because I find it that people is tolerate these kind of stupidities coming in their life, especially there's the negative now. The negative become more than the positive. Fake people become more. The fake people become more accepted than the real people, because I find that real people, they're losing their reputation. They're losing it, but they're fighting to let the people know reality is better than fakeness. Because I know there's a saying, fake it till you make it. But that's for like business. That is for in terms of understanding. But when it comes to relationship, but when it comes to relationship, do not fake your relationship.
Nope.
I mean, blend in that relationship and taste it. I find in that relationship of today, people do not taste it. It's like a fast food restaurant.
A microwave meal.
Gone.
Yeah.
So now it is. It's sad. It's sad that relationships of today, it is no use and there's no guidance.
No substance behind it. Yeah.
And there's no guidance how to keep a relationship together.
Yeah.
So right now, everybody be posting up, I down with this man, I down with this woman, I down with this man, and then it looks so stupid that you and this person done. When you and this person done, you go to an event, you see a person you down with, how was somebody else, then you gonna want to find a way to shut down that person's relationship too. You gonna want to do the 360, go around and say, look, boss man, or my girl, he or she fuck up. Do it there. I've been there. But but the thing is, you gotta explain how to a relationship break up, but you gonna want to put more on the person than yourself. You might be the problem. But and that's
Exactly.
what's happened to relationships in Barbados. People always promote the person. They don't promote themselves. What caused the whole situation.
How they
And that's what's happening in
contributed.
relationship. That's what's happening in relationships, especially for this young generation that need guidance, how to
Yeah.
love.
I think
Right now,
that maybe,
the
go
young
ahead.
people are looking at celebrities, are looking at one or two people, and saying,
Yeah.
yeah, bomb, bomb, and they can live for that. And we see it's time to get, you see, when it's time for people to break away. They can't take breakups. They can't take that we splitting. They will hide themselves. They will overdose. They will do
It's
stupidness.
sad. Yeah.
And it's sad. That's how we living.
Yeah.
And it should not be. If we done, move on. There are more
I
fish in the
agree.
sea.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you are this partner might be in a relationship for a good while. But you know, there got some people too that when they in a relationship, they document their whole history being
Yeah.
together. And when it's time for them to move, and when it's time to split, they'll be afraid.
Yes.
Depends that they document might come out somewhere with somebody else, and you don't want that person to know about you. But you know how things goes in a relationship. People will leak out information about you more than we expected. So at this year, relationship in Barbados, in this Republic Barbados in 2022, it needs to shapen up.
So
It
maybe
needs to
you need to start that relationship school. We would need to have
me.
some sections.
No, they need they need a principal that knows how to manage relationships well. Kathy, you use one of them. You could be a teacher because you's a Wonder Woman, so you know how to manifest these things very well.
Well,
For me,
somebody tell me I got so much relationship advice and I don't have a person. I said, well, I don't have a person and I'm not married, not because I have not been asked. I've been asked several times, but when at each occasion I've been asked to be married, I look at the person, I say, yeah, I like them. I can't see myself living with them for the rest of my life. The rest of my life, if you say forever, though, you know, it's forever. Forever still like day. So, so it's like, well, I am want to wake up and see this boy every morning. I like them right now, but there are some things about them that I certainly cannot tolerate for the rest of my life until they work on those things. No, I'm being real, Reco. You know, I ain't just want upon the dress. The marriage is not about the wedding day, and a lot of women need to look past that. And about the wedding day, dressing a lot pretty. Don't matter, go look pretty, dress up a lot hot. But
so
the marriage is about the relationship with the person, about growth, etc., about good communication. You know, much people marry, call walking up and down your house, don't even speak to one another, or structuring, or sleeping separate beds, or whatever. Too many.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get out in public. Oh, my boo, you boo what? One of them even like one another. I mean, like, yes, we all come from different households. We can see things differently. We can disagree at times, but at the same time, you understand. When you go put it up front for society, be real with yourself. This is one life. This is one life. I think that a lot of people don't recognize there's one life that we get in, you know, unless for those that believe in reincarnation. But you know, this is one life that you're getting, as far to my knowledge, and it's like, make the best of it. Time is not something you're going to get back. Stop. Sometimes, look, after putting in years or months or weeks in a relationship, you gotta look and say, you know what, this ain't working out. Let me count my losses. Sometimes you can't look at what you invest in the relationship. It's the man I holding on, I invest 10 years, 5 years, whatever. If you live for another 30 years, you want to waste the rest of your 30 years with that person that's non-progressive. They ain't going away. You're like stuck in mud. You're like stuck in mud or quicksand or something. You're only sinking. You ain't going away. You ain't progressing. When they ain't doing nothing together, count your losses and move on. This is one life. We are not getting back time. You understand? Don't worry about what your friends are saying. Pardon?
A lot of people ain't upsetting.
But that's a matter for them. But that's a matter for them. In pure Bayesian, that's a matter for them. You understand? But you gotta get past doing things for the lights and for looking good. At the end of the day, where as Michael Jackson say, the man in the mirror, the man ain't necessarily the male, it means mankind, humanity. Look in the mirror at yourself, examine yourself, ask yourself these deep probing questions. And you know why a lot of people don't like to be alone? Not only alone as in relationships inclusive of not being alone as it relates to relationships, but alone in means of being home by the self sometimes. Because when you are home, sometimes you have to confront these demons, with quote unquote demons, the things that are challenges to you. You got to look at yourself, you got to deal with them. So some people like to keep active, some people always like to be cooking, cleaning, washing, always out party, or they engaging in sex. They got to be doing something to keep busy, because anytime that they spend time alone, you have to do some introspection. You got to go inside of you and deal with the things that are inside of you. And I mean, I confront many grown people about issues, about even abuse that they would have encountered as a child, and I realize it affecting them as adults. So listen, but you know,
correct.
So when do you plan to deal with this? You don't necessarily have to go to a clinical psychologist or anything, but sometimes even diarizing things, writing it, getting it, or if you feel somebody can come across it, burn it. You got to deal with these issues, because then the person takes that garbage to relationship and they're making you pay for things that you didn't do. And I have been the victim of that. Yeah, and I don't intend to be ever again. So somebody say, oh, you've got all this advice on relationships and you don't have anybody. It's not that I can't get nobody, but some of the nonsense some people out there so tolerated for the sake of being with somebody. I don't have that in me.
And they cycle it. And they cycle that relationship. They cycle it all the time. And if it looks good.
The hands on the wheel, you ain't going nowhere, you're going wrong. Exactly. But you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
But then again, coaches don't play.
Your brand, that's your brand. But I put it into the Kathy. Weddings of today has become fashionable.
Yes.
And waste of time. You're wasting your time getting married, and you know you're doing it for a show, but you know that there's no chemistry in your love. There's no chemistry anymore.
You know what a guy said? A guy said this guy had met this woman, and it was only a few months I to get him married. So somebody said, you get married very soon. Oh, he ain't up to no, he ain't mentioned nothing about no love. Oh, she got a good job, and she got her own home. I was like, huh? My person was not speaking to me, so I zip it. I didn't say anything. But I mean, like, that's not a reason to get married. And unfortunately, that seems to be the culture. It's like, and another thing, a lot of women think that if they're successful in their careers and they got to be married, so it's going to pick up anybody and get married. That time, I got the head, I mean, like, the life confused. But Reco, you are so correct. We must do a part 2 to this. Thank you so much for coming. You can wrap it up, Reco. Do it for me, love.
But to wrap up, oh Lord, I ain't no get right now to get the done with this.
Go in then. I ain't got no little piggies running about here to make me miserable. If you going in, go in, sweetheart. Go in. Right in. Dive right in.
Thank you. All right, Kathy, I got back to your girl. But yes, I just want people out there, especially these followers that are coming on, again, they let gossip. I hope this gossip encourage you to look at your partner.
Look at yourself.
Ask your partner. Talk to your partner. Do not do it like on the phone. Start texting your partner. If you in the house with your partner, talk face to face. Do not text one another asking about your relationship. Air your mouth. And then if you live it by yourself, learn to have love connection. Be like self-love, do self-love training, like meditate to love yourself first.
Yes.
Because there are people that live in the home by themselves and they're looking for love. That I think the best thing for you to do, moderate yourself first. Cleanse yourself, detox, learn to immune yourself and learn to love more yourself.
First. Love yourself.
But as I said, put yourself first. Before you bring somebody into your life. Because when you bring that person into your life, you can get real picky, you can get annoyed a little bit, and if you play it was on the left hand side and you go all right, you can get vexed. Learn to deal with yourself first before you bring somebody in your life. Because they got things happening today that people is falling in love. I don't know if their love is real or not, or they're just doing it because they want to carry a name. But I just can't figure. I don't know. It's so much to say about relationship and sex and things. But Kathy, but Laura, to be honest, and then this sex thing too. I mean, geez. I mean, the sex, like having sex.
Sex. You see,
But
I
that,
think
I
not
don't
that
know.
sex isn't good, but I find that
It getting
people
bad though.
meet
It getting
you
bad.
now and then the next hour they want sex. I never say tomorrow they want sex. I mean, like you bring a different person energy into your body when it's sharing chemistry and personal space and bodily fluids if we don't use protection or it is, and even if you do want to kiss or something, I mean, like this people bring different energies, and just because a person come with pretty tall in me, that sometimes these people are so wicked and crafty and manipulative, and it's only after. So if you take your time and get to know people, don't make some people can't pretend well.
The
Some
Vegas,
people,
that's what they got Oscar awards for pretending. I don't know how the
yes,
girl do.
they should get Oscars and Grammys.
I don't want that though. I don't want those awards.
Yes,
I want you to understand me as a real person. And
exactly.
I just said that's what's that way happening. People accepting the fake people first before real people. So
Yes, yes. I recall, you know, what I recognize too, even in starting the cafe talks to forces, I really wasn't a IG person. And you know, some of the challenges up to last week, I had to block 3 different men. It's like them ain't know nothing but me to come on. Like, but just having a general conversation, hi, how are you? I'm good, great, blah, 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 blah. Then like, okay, I don't know who I'm speaking to. Could you send me a picture naked? It's like, huh? Huh? I mean, like, where you live, well, you know, talking, we want to where live far. What that got to do with you? You don't even know my last name. We want to where live far, but you ain't coming here. So if I live in, if I live in service or Dominica, we ain't making a difference. But you ain't coming here.
that's it right.
So what you
That's
want
it
too
right.
far? People too fast. I think people gotta learn to take the time in today's society. So even if the person, if I was truly interested in talking to that person, the mere fact that the person's so fast is like, it is a turn off. It is a turn off. And sometimes you can't really blame the men. Sometimes the women don't put enough value on themselves. The women think that,
That's it right.
exactly. If you got a woman, and because the woman fatter than me, I look better than the woman who could carry she man. And it's like, yeah,
It's not bad for all women. And then
exactly.
a woman should not be competitive with another woman.
Exactly. Real
It should be
queens
understandable.
fit at a queen's crowns. They don't knock them
Exactly.
off. Learn to be a
Why happening,
queen.
bro?
And it's not all about looks, because sometimes the man will leaving that fat woman for the Coca-Cola bottle shaped woman. You understand? Because the man will go and have a good time with you, but he going back home to he fat woman, because you can't even complete a proper sentence, and maybe you can't analyze, you can't be analytical. You understand? Your looks are not going to raise his children. So stop being out there insulting other women. You are a queen and you need to behave as such. We women need to be more respectful of each other. Yes?
That happening, girl. That happening at all. And you know, but you know what hurt me? When they see a woman go through a breakup. You know, there's got some women that's comfort the women and tell them learn to move on.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, for the time you hear them say let's move on, they're going after the same man that you have.
Yeah,
and then I don't know what was the fascination behind it, but I say, you know, it is a reality world, and this is what it's gonna face, and this is what people is gonna go through. And the women is allow women to do things to one another. I mean,
it's
if you man wrong, I will let this to happen. If this man go with this woman and they form a relationship and they grow into it, and then if she realize that the man, if both of them realize that they may get nowhere with their relationship, and one of them crack the hole to go have another partner, I will let the two outsides come and deal with the person that walk away from the relationship. But you know that ain't gonna happen. You know, come make a walk.
It comes from maturity. Emotional intelligence. Unfortunately, even educated people don't have that.
That
I think we
maturity
need to offer a degree in emotional intelligence.
That ain't happening, girl. We put this way, we be just let to drop the bomb in your face one time and done. Yeah, and it look foolish, you know. And then I don't know. I see a lot of relationships. I see a lot of relationships go through doors angrily and stupid, and You'll be surprised why. You know, and then what?
Because each relationship you go into gonna have its own issues. So if you got a little issue, just sit down and talk it out, deal with it. Be adults. You don't gotta be hollering and screaming and cussing and telling people about the mother, the father, the ancestors, etc. Be an adult about it. Being an adult doesn't necessarily mean that you can have sex or have good sex or whatever. It means that you're being in, how to put it, Rico, you're emotional, intelligent enough to have a conversation, so with the understanding that you will not always agree. You can agree to disagree on certain things, yes, without being disagreeable. I could disagree with and be respectful. You see, me, I'm a sort of person. Rico, you can tell me anything. Even if I put on something, you even look so hot in that, and I ain't got a problem with that. But you see, when it comes to disrespect, I do not refrain people or relationship people that are disrespectful. When disrespect is gone, what do you have? How do people let a person who is so disrespectful to them touch their bodies, can be intimate with them? How?
They love that though. They love that. They love that.
But
they love disrespectful relationships too. You know that? Disrespectful relationships is a big thing too.
Well,
you disrespect me and they start running back to you. Come on, this ain't Titanic, like Jack and Rose. Come on, but you know what? Amy. So, as I say, for those single people out there that try to fall in love, take one at a time.
Yes.
Don't go there have sex and get Chafette the next day or KFC the next day. Do it 10.
But some again nothing. But talk.
A snapbox always there. Snapbox always there. So for the people that in that single, tap when the time.
Yes.
Do not rush your relationship for fast food. Don't rush for KFC or Chafette, do it 10 or Burger King. Do not rush for those kind of relationships because that's what the person is gonna look at you and say, this is how I could track you.
That's your worth. Yes.
This is what you worth. You worth this kind of fast food treatment. You worth fast love.
Yeah.
You ain't very quick and belong.
Yes.
There ain't a chemistry in there.
None.
When they're just doing it, I call out Wally. If mother's that, but they're doing it with mother best. And every time they get something to eat, what you want? You want royalty? You want a burger? What you want? And then when you get that, you skinny you teeth. My buddy said for me, what's the pro? What is the pro of a my bad snack box for you? I don't know. And the girls say, yo, generation be fussy skin in it. My mom buy me a Chafette though. Let me tell you, I'm real hungry. all days. The man is telling me, babe, let me go to maybe have a lovely dinner, something. Let he know what you worth.
Even if he's not in a position. Even if he's not in a position to take you dinner, because sometimes your finances may be a little shaky. Even to go buy something and cook it, they got chicken breast that cheap. You could chop up a chicken breast and do penne pasta or something like that. To cook something for you and light a little candle and put on the table. Know your worth, ladies.
But Kathy, that's the problem. As I tell you before, women that don't know how to cook, learn how to cook and taking in these things, the moderation that cooking is number one to a man's soul. Food, I mean, that's what it is. No, once a man realizes that you could cook, you going clear. But I just say for the ladies and for the ones out there that in a single relationship, just take one at a time. And if you're in a relationship right now, please have boundaries. Protect one of the boundaries. Do it on the spot. Stop pretending that I'm gonna live it a lifestyle. I'm gonna know I'm gonna waste a time in a relationship. If you know that there ain't no boundaries in it, pack with the valise and go along. If you got children, work something out. If you do not have any children, I'm gonna order a relationship for a while. Pack your valise and go along. Stop wasting your body, your time, and your effort in a relationship that is not going anywhere. Right now, you want to be independent. You want to become successful. You want to be achieved in something in life. Focus on that thing and then put the relationship after. But if your relationship is more important than your success, you're going to balance. You have to have a balance.
Yes.
And I find it today that people focus more on relationship than their achievements. And
Yes.
it's sad. And it's
It's
sad.
sad. It is sad.
And then you feel it look good. It doesn't look good. It brings down your mentally issues.
Yes.
It brings down your
Yes.
mindset,
Yes.
how to
Yes.
live.
It does.
You it can moderate so far that you could be thinking about fantasy. Whatever the man said is it should be appear, or whatever the woman said it should appear, and that's what's happening. People mostly focusing on fantasy than reality, and that's
Yeah.
what's happening in this society today. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I feel bad for these young generation of today
Yes.
that do not know how to love.
Don't know to
This
communicate either.
I don't know. It's sad. It's sad that
Yeah.
that's what happened to Catholic girl. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad.
It's unfortunate, yeah, but all hope isn't lost. But I believe that it is too rampant, the lack of
Mm.
self-worth and discipline, etc. It's sad. Even in you see in the younger generation, Rico, but it extends to my generation also, because I know of women that are older than I am, and I have had to tell a very close friend of mine, my dear, it is not your responsibility as a woman to prove to a man why you are a good catch. It's not your responsibility. So, because this person, if you find a man with a pair of slippers, she gonna make sure he gets a pair of shoe. If you ride a bicycle, she gonna make sure you get a car. But I'm not saying that if you are in a position to help a person and you're in love, that you want to help them, but the relationship should be mutually beneficial and not like people. There got a lot of users out there, people that can just latch on to you
Bad.
to use you. Yes, yes,
Bad.
yes, very much so. I agree with you. Yeah. So and women
More,
too.
there are more users than relationship.
Exactly.
The users are just in your space to get what they want and
Yes.
grow into it and left you high and dry. I tell
Right.
you, there's a
Right.
lot. There's a lot out there.
And givers need to set boundaries because takers do not have any limits. They will take everything and like Rico says, suck your droid. Suck you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is just suck it till it turn white. That's how they're gonna use
Correct.
you. They will suck your dry and white. You will know yourself when you're
Mm-hmm.
done. So you need to set healthy boundaries and don't wait too late in the relationship. Like Rico said at the start, set your boundaries. You understand? And you show people how to treat you. Treat yourself well, love yourself, you understand, and set those boundaries and standards so people can see how they're supposed to treat you. And if people tell you, oh, you think you're this, you don't think nothing, you know you are important, know your worth. Plain and simple, know your worth. Yeah?
But if you do not understand relationship, you should be able to practice the basics.
Yes.
How to fall in the relationship again. And not only that, if you know you've been through this kind of difficulties before, if you've been through this shit and you get back into one, learn from the one from the past and keep on a
Exactly.
pair of heels.
Exactly.
Keep on a pair of heels. Your
Yeah.
heels is your life savior and that's your foundation. You might go through a lot of pain with the pair of heels. But once you look over your partner's shoulder and you see things that you never see before, get yourself in position for any red tape coming. And that's what's happened in relationship. A lot of people see red tape and they are blind. They are blind to the red tape. They don't see the caution tape. They don't see the red tape. What they see is just
the
a
red
person
flags. The red flags waving so
with the
up.
red flag.
But what you think they don't see them? What you don't
They
think
don't
they
see
don't see
them.
them? It's be the sex.
The flag is so transparent. It can't see it. They're focusing on you. And then when you realize what the type of person this person is, you're straight.
Yeah.
You need to clear your eyes. You need to keep your brain functioning and keep on a pair of heels.
Yeah.
And look over your partner's shoulder. And I don't care if it's a man or woman, look over your partner's shoulder. Because your partner will carry skeletons from back in 1978 and you will not know what is still following him.
Yeah.
Their spirits is follow a partner.
Oh yes.
And
oh yes.
their spirits is follow a partner. And it's happened. And then when they bring out their spirit into your vibrant space that is very positive, you're going to lose your color, your shine, and your momentum to move on.
Yes.
You're going to lose a lot of that because they bring the dead spirit into your relationship space. And then when they find the boundary, when they find your boundary, they're going to disrespect your space.
Oh yes,
and you,
I've been there, done that before. And as you are saying it, actually, as you are saying it, I think it would be a good idea for you to interview me. We will have to have a discussion as it relates to that, because trust you me, like you said, people be coming looking for gossip, but I know I am no longer that person, and nobody can no longer come me with that ignorance, and I know my worth, right? But I am
girl, you might
someone hearing it. Pardon?
You might see it or no, but you see, you make a flip. It could go in the clothes in a second.
For
and
me?
You will not even you might go in the clothes, girl. You will not even think about it, girl. You be like, yeah, you know that kind of thing, you know.
No. Me, Reco been there, done that. Nope. That thing almost cost me my sanity. Take what I tell you. You know what I tell you? I've been there. One thing about me, I would not say that I've not made mistakes. I've made many mistakes. But one sure thing about me, I just learn from them. When you repeating it constantly, any more mistake is a habit, is a cycle. When getting back no more life, so why not waste my time with going doing the same foolishness over and over and over so all the time, but ignorant?
But Kathy, every relationship, every partner that you have in a relationship, your first partner, say you have your partner and it's your first partner, you see all the mistakes you've been through with that partner to move on. And we have another partner. This is why to be honest with you, people out there why carry along their partner bags, you know, into the new relationship, you know.
The baggage from the old relationship. Yes.
They carry along their backpacks into the new relationship because they feel that backpack might got something that the new relationship might got. You might mess it yourself.
Right.
You might mess it yourself. Because saying that new partner now might be 12 times better than that old one that you had. And then when you bring that baggage into that new relationship, gonna fuck up. Gonna mess up on yourself.
But I have dealt with it. Yeah, I have dealt with it. And that's why it's important sometimes after relationship not to rush and get back into one, because I too also have been in that position, whereas I came out of a relationship and before I even like process what had really happened, I rushed and I went into another relationship. And when you do that, you don't give the person your full worth and energy and effort that the person deserves, right? So I won't recommend that to anybody. And then it was after that I realized, no, these people that you're dealing with, this is your life, and you just can't let people come into your life because they like you. This is by invitation only at this stage in my life, right? And also I use that as an opportunity to work on myself. Like I said before, look at the person in the mirror. You know, look at where I went wrong before, the cycles that I constantly repeated and why I was doing them. You see, sometimes you gotta start a little dairy, sometimes you gotta have these little conversations with yourself and ask yourself some questions, because sometimes you just going on through life doing things and you don't realize that you doing things repeatedly until you start like asking yourself certain questions, right? But my focus was, I think it was because I was looking for love in a lot of the wrong places. I grew up, I didn't have a father. I knew my father, but he was never a part of my life. And then like he died when I was 13 and we never really had a close relationship. I probably only saw my father about 2 or 3 times, right? He died, I didn't even bother to pray, call me. I had that sort of relationship. He died when I was 13. And then my mother died when I was 21. She died like 2 months before my 22nd birthday. And at 21, you is a woman, but you don't know shit all, for lack of better words. You don't know nothing. You know, you could not barely wash yourself properly. So it's like, so at 21, you already know nothing. So I was looking for love in a lot of the wrong places with a lot of the wrong people, right? So I can share my experiences, and I guess people grasp onto that what do you call it, my vulnerability at that time. And also I took for granted that I had because I'm a caring person, a loving person, that everybody came with that intent behind them, and that everybody came in a loving household like I did. Well, not that it was a perfect household. My grandparents showed me a lot of love, and my mother also. So it's like, I figured that everybody had that a similar background, but there are some people that were raised on survival, and a lot of manipulation tactics were involved in the relationship. So I would really be honored if you could interview me, because I know you will ask me some very interesting questions, and you will get down to the meat of the matter. And I carry absolutely no shame, because there are people out there taking advantage of people. I call them the villains.
I was just speaking about that too.
But
you know, you came out of my life before where I was talking about abusive people kindness.
Yes,
and
yes.
especially abusive relationships too. But the kindness alone, they abuse it.
Yes.
Once you see that you kind and you flourish and you have a heart,
yes,
they don't give a fuck. They're going to kill that kindness to the drip, to the last drip of blood. And that's what's happening in relationships, and that's what's happening to people that living with that shine, that got that momentum, that they live it so sweet. Like me, I live the best life, but I live in reality. I drop it bombs if people feel. Because I being abused already. I being abused with my kindness. At work, home, anywhere. I being abused already. And I ain't shame. I ain't shame to say so. Yeah, my kindness get abused to the grave. But I had to share a cup. I had a choice. But I didn't glad what happened to me in 2020. People thought I got fired, but I didn't get fired. I get suspended. And that wore me out. I was like, nah, boy. I got to turn into an idiot, yeah. I got to turn into a psycho, because I find that
you can't be so soft.
People only be there for you because what you have and what position you in and what you could do. What you could do to keep a circle together.
Yes.
Nobody want to learn how to keep a circle together. Once you are the leader and you got that circle together, they want to learn from you, you know. They're just grabbing. They're just taking. As I said, they bring their spirit into your space. And then they can abuse your kindness. They can disrespect it. They can do all kind of shit. Especially if you're in a relationship. Oh, that can happen. And when it's time for you to go, when they see you going on the drain or going on the grave, nobody can pull you out.
None.
You gotta put yourself back out.
They would abandon the shit and leave you to sink with it.
When you put yourself back out and you shake the dust, you just walk back people just walk back their circles again. You know? I don't know what is the fascinating of going back that circle into your space. I thought that you would learn from that, but people just walk back that same scarecrow again, because I don't know. I do not know. But as I say, relationships, it is a funny thing. It is an educational thing. You need to know how to deal with your partner, and you gotta know how to deal with relationships from top to bottom, from head to toe, because that is your temple, that's your body, and you gotta know where to close the door or open it. A lot of people just open their doors for no reason, and they tell themselves, this is the shit, I living in it, I go open my door to anybody that come into my life, and that is wrong. There's a time to open your door for certain people. A lot of people open doors right now. Oran and because of man that ain't got doors opening every 5 minutes, and that's what's happening. People going in at Oran and opening windows and doors. And right now nobody ain't thinking about security. Nobody ain't thinking about the security relationships. Nobody ain't thinking about those things. People focusing on opening everything in the public eye, from the home to the public. And they feel that is good. Only thing that should be open to the public is that you being real. Once you are real, that is good. But when it comes to relationship, work on your relationship. Especially if you got children. Your children are going to look at you as an idol, as an ambassador.
Yes.
You are an ambassador to those children when it comes to relationship, and learning how to step stones with educational system and learn how to manifest. Once the children can see that, they're going clear. But if you want to show them a side that ain't at the saints, talk to them from the early and let them know. Because relationship is not a flower garden. It is not. It is a rose with a thorn. If you do not know how to hold this rose, mark my words, you're going to be fucked up for the rest of your life. You're going to bleed, and you do not know where you're bleeding. And that's true. And that's the truth. Yeah?
Thank you. Yes. I don't think that I could have put it any clearer than that.
But you too clean. Kathy, you gotta talk, so you gotta be clean. You gotta drop bombs. I just say, oh my lady, you have to, Kathy, you are a beautiful Wonder Woman. You're an extravagant woman. You're the woman with grace, with words. But even talking to you here, like, no, like we drink a good tea. But to be honest with you, you drop bombs. But Kathy, this is your show. I'm your guest. Thank you.
But thank you too, Reco. The life
Kathy,
of the party.
Yeah. Kathy, you have to drop bombs.
Yes.
You can't be polished all the time. As a Kathy, you're not.
I know actually, but generally, I get real angry to drop these bombs. So people
Kathy, you don't gotta get angry. You do not have to get angry.
I learned it from you. I learned it from the best. It should have to come to that, yes. And I find that this is just how I am. And I find that sometimes people think I'm a little cake. I'm cake because this is how I present myself generally. But then it's going to bring out the mad bitch side, excuse the language, and show them.
Girl, come on, get real.
I show them, but I don't like to pull that card though. You know why I don't like to pull that card? Because I could be a real ignorant one. And I don't like to pull that card. And people don't know it's just me holding back, you know. I be saving them from me. People don't know it's me holding back. So I can see myself. I like my freedom, right? I don't want to go to prison. I like my freedom.
But Kathy, you don't want to go to prison to express yourself. Kathy, I bet you a lot of shit though, Kathy. That's crazy 34 right here. Crazy Gemini 34. But Kathy, I bet you a lot of shit. But to be honest with you, growing up is not a struggle. Those are example steps that what you've been through, you learn from them. Right now, that's a struggle. Those are just examples to come forth in your life. But Kathy, you're going to drop bombs in people's faces. If you play this polished life and live in the name Kathy, Kathy, you name it this properly. Your name Kathy means a lot. That name ain't normal, Kathy. You hear that word, Kathy? Kathy means something. That's an Irish name. That's an Irish lady name, though, Catherine.
That's what I was telling you. I was about to tell you. It's a derivative from Catherine. A powerful name.
It's an Irish lady name.
Yeah.
It's an Irish lady name. So it breaks down in the Belgian language, Kathy, but it's Catherine. When you hear the word Catherine, that is a journey. It's an exceptional name. That is powerful. That is bold. And it is a woman. And that name ain't normal. That's a woman like a cuff walls.
Oh,
she can break barriers.
Oh, yeah, I have actually.
And that's the truth. You name it normal, Kathy.
I know that.
But that's what I look at. I look up to women that been through a lot. And yeah, I might be in this body, but we tell me if I'm born again, Kathy, you ain't gonna let me. I tell you, I be up front. I be honest. Kathy, if I'm born again, love. I'm gonna go talk about me. Like Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian, I tell you, I will be independent, I will be successful, I will got my own rules, I got my own boundaries. But when it's time for me to get in a relationship, if I'm born again, I will be so fucked up with my relationship. I can be so picky. I can be skeptical with you. I can be looking at 007 agent. I can be looking at you. I can be looking at you from far before you open that door. I know what you bring to the table.
Reco, don't know. I just love you. I love your spirit. I love your personality. Yes, but I have to go. Thank you so much for tuning in to Kathy Talks 246. Look, your spirit, you just have a larger than life spirit, Reco. We must have a part 2. So you just let me know.
A part 2 is coming. A part 2.
Stay tuned. Reco said it. Part 2 is coming. Yes, thank you very much, Reco, for coming on the live. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Visit our website, my website, www.kathytalks246.com. And if you wish to share any of your life experiences or anything on the crazy things you would have done for love, just let us know and we will share it and we will discuss it. Or if you're going through a problem and you want feedback from me or you want both say off for Reco, fine, no problem. We will just let us know before we do the part 2. Visit the website, subscribe to the YouTube, YouTube is Cafe Talks 246, and IG, invite your friends to follow. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful week, everybody. Let your light shine and know your worth. Mwah! Hugs and kisses. Yes. Bye for now, Reco. Bye, everybody. Bye.